he get it round? Oh, he's gone straight on. He never even got started. Oh! What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Speed Without Engine, the place where fast-paced action meets pure fun. Get ready for some sick designs, crazy crashes, and tons of laughs. Let's go. So the tin of sardines on the way down, the two fellas in there, Manuel and Jose, dressed as sardines. I think the longer the completely totaling yourself. Kicker into the water, bouncing through there. They took really so fast and so smooth. Here's the whale tail. Everybody's looking forward to the whale tail. Oh, they're okay through the whale tail as well. Whale tail, and that makes such a difference to any run here in Madrid today. Now there's the berm. If you can go high if you want, you don't have to. Moving down towards the final kicker, which after the way they've gone at the top of the course was never going to be a problem. Smoke billowing out of those two chimneys. Down towards the finish, 1:15.7, fantastic, really good. Race against time, but they're very confident here today. They think that this Soapbox can really make a mark, and it looks the part, doesn't it? And no water to navigate now. And, oh, thought it almost flipped it there on the whale tail, and the wheels are just bent in at the back, but it's not slowing them down. Takes the berm. You wonder whether they could have scrubbed 2 or 3 more seconds off had that damage not occurred. 43 kilometres an hour over the kicker, a little bit more damage, but it's still not slowing them down. Such fine margins in the Red Bull Soapbox race, and that little bit of damage maybe just slowed. 107.3, and the brakes locked on at the finish. Really good. Anyway, this one reached 50 kilometres per hour in testing. It was a flying machine in testing this one. And it's quick at the top as well. There's the dive. Over the bridge, really fast. If they can maintain the speed here and then add to it further down, this could be a time and a half. Got to keep fighting that steering wheel, keep it going. Oh, he's got it back again. Wow, how did he manage that? Oh, the wheels are starting to go, are they? Over the kick. Oh, it's a big crash into the fence. Well, he should have lost it way earlier than he did. Oh, that's got to hurt. Wow. That was spectacular. They managed to stop it flipping over early in the run. This is where it all ended. Oh, look at the speed into the crash barrier. And then watch this. Oh! Are on the way. Over the first ramp there, and a bit slidey at the back end. They needed the brakes there to make sure they got to the berm in one piece, and they did well. Bits falling off. Here's the ramp at the end. Little bit of they can celebrate that. That's not bad at all. 1 or 2 hairy moments, but okay in the end. To the finish line, and they start to lose it there. 31 seconds. Anyway, off. Oh, I was being flippant to the top. Anyway, down they go. Oh, little wobble. Okay, plenty of room. Sensible steering. Over the ramp. Oh! Oh, sausage and beans nearly went there. Over the whale tail, there's half the sausage gone. But despite the twitches, they were able to keep it on the track in a straight line and down to the finish. Sausage and beans makes it. Not quite, though, in one piece. Well, it was hairy, wasn't it, at times on the way? We will wait and see. They've got slight concerns over the wheel. It's not too sure about this one early on. He's not in control, is he? The Soapbox is in control of the driver rather than the other way around, which is not a good... Oh, still keeping it going, though. Now, there's the straw bale. There's the straw bale. Gets around the berm. He's got the other one now. He should be OK to get down towards the bottom from here. Up a little bit. Down towards the finish line. What have we got? 57 seconds. To build the Soapbox. And they do tell us they're born to perform, so we'll wait and see. By this 20,000-plus crowd here at Alexandra Palace. A bit wobbly there, and it's gone. Driver's eyes, you can see the steering wheel wobbling all over the place, and he just couldn't keep it in a straight line their way. Still on. after steel work. Let's face a picture of concentration now, because he's got everything on just to keep this soapbox in a straight line, but still hanging on that front wheel. Over the factory, there's the smoke, and they'll see the finish line. It won't be a winning time, but they certainly themselves down and get down to the finish. There's Ecto 1, and it looks just like the vehicle, doesn't it? Down there, oh, he's had a slip at the back there, Peter Venkman. Never mind, down we go. And again, at the front, but I think he was showboating there. Over the kicker, still going. 1 or 2 bits started to come a bit loose. I think the bonnet, he can't see because of the bonnet. Look at that, he can't see a thing. Goes anyway. Is he brave or is he foolish? What he is at the moment. Over the jump backwards, no problem. Start to pick up speed. Over the jump, he's got the really tricky piece coming. Takes the jump well. Oh, flies around the corner, he nearly lost it there. He went finish line in a time of 50 seconds. That's a remarkable run. Downhill, backwards. And it's got some nice suspension at the back. You can see straight away that as it came down the ramps, he was already getting some action from the suspension. Intergalactic wagon on the way down, and Ben looking very confident. Lots of speed through the bone shaker, and the suspension really to the fore there. Now we're heading towards the berm, and there's lots of speed with this particular soapbox. Here's the berm. Nice and quick through there, and nice and smooth. He took a good line through there, didn't he? That's as quick as you've seen through there. Over the ramp at the finish and over the line. And that's 47.96. Only 3 seconds off the quickest run we've seen today. And off goes the soapbox. Roller Girl Downhill Devils. Lamborghini looks like she's screaming already. And it was in those brakes, because we've seen a lot of speed down this course already. Over the kicker, no problem. They're going to make it all the way to the finish line. It promised. Sitting side by side proudly at the front of the soap. And there's the berm, and it's spotted. They've lost one of them. The berm is causing so many problems here today. It's not the first time we've seen one. There's certainly a bend in the axle. But they're okay through the chicane. Oh, they're not. They were okay, but it's potholes and then the kicker. They'll try and get to the finish. It's badly damaged on the right side as we look at it now. Certainly that wheel, which was damaged in the berm. Here's the final jump of the day. Whether it lasts, we will wait and see. It should just about be okay down to the finish line, but TORBOS started like a turbo, finished like it's what they were hoping for today. In fact, it's not even finished yet. Look, it is now. 205.4. Screen van on the way down. A lot of people in the crowd today could have one of those. It's a very, very hot. The pilot here is Fernando, and he's over the first big test, although the door just started to fly open. Got to make sure he's staying there. He's got a good shot there, right on the corner. Now the crowd really close to the circuit. Can't keep the door shut. Car wrecking stairs, sideways and sideways. He's lost all kinds of momentum over there. He's got to try and get it moving forward again. There's still a toes down towards the finish. Now let's have a look at the time. It's not going to be quick. 1:20. And it could take some beating today. Off they go then. Mimi down the course. Over the carpool. No problem through there. Through on one bounce. Little shake at the front, but no momentum all the way down. Through the twist. Down towards the bone shaker. And they clear one of the steps. That's how fast they... Now the straight bit to follow. Wipes it out at the finish line. They got there. 53.81 is the prior to the finish, didn't he? See how quick they were there through the carpool. That post, no problem whatsoever. The only problem they had was when they got... Big, thick, chunky wheels as well. And 2 of them on board here. Christopher and the onboard shows you just what they face when they go through there. So see by that just how smooth these 2 were through that part of the course. Now the chicane should be all right through the chicanes. It's quite narrow. It's quite quick through there, look. Yeah, that's fine. Just great to see so many people here today. Potholes. And now we'll get an idea of the speed, because you start to pick it up from here, which leads you into the kicker, 32. And then let's have a jump over the kicker, decent air. They've had a really fast run, travelled a long way in the air. I was particularly impressed by how they navigated the berm. Well, that's good, 56.03. Any team... We wait and see. 500 metres of trepidation awaits them. through the chicane. No problem so far. Over the ramp we go. Oh, he started to lose it! And he spins it and the wheel's gone. Well, there's nothing you can... This is where the problem starts. He spins it, then that front wheel goes off, hurtling down the track. And we will see how they do. It's nice and compact, this one, with the small, chunky wheels. And it started off at a fair old clip, and there was a lot of speed through the berm. I just thought on entry there, Giancarlo and Antonio, the pilots, 2 pilots on board this particular soapbox, and all for a great cause here in Rome today. Keep it going. They did keep it going. 40.06, good time, decent excuses with regards to the aerodynamics or the coming out the back. There's a neat idea on a nice warm day with lots of dry straw around, but let's hope that's not a problem. That's not real money, by the way. Anyway, down we go. Oh, crikey, oh, he's gone there. Look at soapbox now. There we go, over the kicker, and you can already see that those wheels flexing at the back, and they're just not strong enough. Disastrous run, really. Here we see it from on board, and he knows at that point he's in towards the end of the day. It's interesting to look at, isn't it? Over the kicker. Oh, 3 wheels, front one's gone. The front one's gone. Nose dive in, front one's gone, and you can't go any further with that. Just look at the work that's gone into this one, but instead of going in 2 by 2 into the arc, they've just gone in by 2. Rod reels and that little thin axle that has posed a problem in soapbox races gone by. It's a decent run by this team. It was a soapbox they were proud of, and it's a soapbox that's done them proud in Sao Paulo. Okay, the kick is going to be the test for this soapbox, and they're really nice over there, actually. I actually wondered there whether the wheels might slip. They're okay. Just a little bit dropped off there. Not an important piece, though. Through the chicane, down towards his... It's all good, and it's 45.33. It's on the fastest wheel. Oh, they've gone again. Nobody can stop there. Nobody's been able so far to stop, really, before they hit the straw. Restaurant, this one, Balls and Glory. And Gilles is the driver. It's based on a mini food truck, as you can see. Not quite the bone shaker. Nice and compact, this particular soapbox, and the food delivery has been dropped off. Here we go now then towards the cobbles, the Belgian cobbles. Often see these in the cycle races. They're not very good for bicycles. They're not great for soapboxes either. There's the chicane, nice and smooth through there. And okay through there as well. So we're moving now towards the business end of the run for Team Balls and Glory. Nice and smooth over Big Air. Only the car wash now, and then those 2 little sneaky straw bales that just pop out, but he's gone right to the middle of those. And it's a nice smooth run right down to the bottom. Oh, he's rolled it at the end. 56.11, not the quickest we've seen. Not for the pilot. That is one way to drop the food off to your customers. And there's that spectacular finish. Boom. So off they go, 23 for the performance. And he already wants some cheers from the crowd. 40,000 here today, fantastic. Great to see so many people out in Lausanne watching the Red Bull soapbox race. And he's safely over the first obstacle, the kicker. Here's the water. I think the wheels might well have gone there on the water. So has any hope of a fast time here for this team. He's doing remarkably well, though, to get it through the chicane and keep it moving. Here's the bone shaker, which could well finish the wheels off, yep. He's still going, though. I'll give him 10 out of 10 for battling here. Can they get over the wedge and get to the finish line? No! 113.46. This is where it went wrong, look. That little drop in the middle of the water, and the wheels were done for, and the axles at that point, and the bone shaker. Performance scores today. We've had a full house of 50 from one of the teams. So 39 for Secret Formula One. Now let's see what happens. It's a big old soapbox, this, and there's not a great deal of room. And he's got the handlebar system, and he's got the small wheels. If you've listened to me on this programme down the years, this is the worst possible combination for anybody. Size, handlebars, small wheels. Don't tend to work. They might prove me wrong. Oh, he's just started to lose the balance. He's gone already. He's dropped his burger. That was spectacular. Look at that. Moving nice and quickly around that berm. He's really fighting with the handlebars, look. Such a difficult task for Daniel. A lot of these soapboxes, when they initially test them, they do it in a straight line. Then when they get to the course on the day like today, they think, blimey, we've got to get around these tight corners. We didn't think about that. This is the problem. Right then, moving down towards this drop-off and then down towards this berm, and that's going to really sort this team out, you would suspect. Right then, how's your bottle? Down we go. Here's the speed. Can he get it round? Can he get it round? Can he get it round? Oh, he's gone straight on. He never even got started. Ooh. It's a shame, really, because it looks so nice at the top. It will look nothing like that by the time they get to the bottom. The berm is first, and the berm is negotiated. At this stage, the pilot thinks, what's all the fuss about? Now he's going through the tunnel, and he's starting to realise. There's the water, and he's through there. Here we go down the stair set. He's okay there. He's got through there somehow as well, and he's going to get to the finish, and it's a good run, this. Minor damage to the front, down the drop at the end. Fantastic run. Always in control, never troubled, nice and quick, nice and smooth, and what a fantastic time as well. Absolutely brilliant. Much appreciated by the crowd as well. Will it look like that by the finish line? The answer is no, because we're losing the top already. Look at that. The confetti coming out, the top of the castle hanging on. Design soapbox is literally coming apart around them. That was probably intended, you know. I think that's all part of the routine. Let's not worry too much. Now it might be easier to get down there. So here we go around the right-hander. And they're through there. Now they're moving towards the bottom at a great deal of pace. All about the kicker. There's the last piece to come off. They're over the kicker. This looks fast. What's the time? Cumbersome, and this, I don't think they've got a chance here to get through. Look at what's ahead of them with a soapbox built like that. He's gone already. Oh, down he went. He's sixth. It's one of the better ones. The only mishap was the fella. I think he's done remarkably well to get through there. Over the bone shaker. Rocket Man doing fine. I tell you what, that's impressive. That's really good through there. Now then, can he get the... He won't be able to reach the floor, surely, because the piano lid's going to be in the way. Over the finish line. Now, that wasn't maybe lightning in terms of speed, but it was really slick. Since the VT was recorded yesterday, by the way, as well. Look at this. No chance. Absolutely no. This is a white knuckle ride. The samurai gate. Stabilizers are working well here. With you, my friend. I am with you. Watch this. Brilliant. Over the seesaw. Now the kicker. Wobble in, wobble and go. Moving down to... He's gone high, he's gone wide. He's gone round it too. How did he stay on there? Oh, he's over. And then he's rolled in. He's in. Look at that. How on earth has he managed that? And then straight into the greenery at the end. And the Kentucky bootleggers. Two wheels at the front and one at the back. Nice and steady round. He's okay up to now. Oh! Oh, I didn't know what was going to happen there. 1.1. It's the last soapbox down the course today. That's where it all went wrong for him. The wobbly wheel will get him over the finish line. Kentucky bootleggers. Be good. It looks like it should be fast, and it looks like it should go into the kicker at a rapid rate of knots. He's finding it difficult to turn them in the rain. But he's got to battle his Patrick, because of the solid nature of the axle and the wheels.
Well done again.
Okay, let's have a look.
Look at the water coming off the tires. And many of us
He's really quick through there. Now full. Keep it on the gas. Over the kicker. Nicely done. Remnants of the soapbox over the finish. And lose the rest of it off that final... So Justin is behind the wheel. The edges, that means you don't scrub too much speed off. Okay, no problem. That's a good run. It's a good time per hour. We've seen faster, but that's good. And even allowing for the spectacular way they've over the ramp, and now we look at the time, 34.2.
Thank you, Team Griswold. Okay, so we're going to take a peek.
The creativity score is good as well. So this team has really given itself a good solid base. Danush is the pilot. Local team, there's the berm, nice and quick. They've got speed because they've gone high. So you know they've got it. Look at it go now. Look at the speed that it's picking up. This looks really good. Quickest we've seen so far today. That's a fantastic performance by this team. Now the obstacles are going to start to come. Dodge the bales. Hit that kicker down the integrated staircase. Job, and they've set the standard, set the target. Fantastic performance all round. Got this hairpin coming up. That's going to scrub the speed. Can he get it going again? The wedge just before the finish. This is looking fantastic. Misses the wedge out. Gets towards the finish line. Let's have a look at the time. 41.15. Outstanding. So Zoku is the team. And when they finish the Soapbox race, they're going to put a motor in it and actually use it, provided they can get it down to the bottom in one piece. There's the water. It might come in handy to nod his head now, so it'll shake the water off. So they should be all right. There's the shake. I love it when this happens. There's the bone rattler. Oh, he can see now. Oh, it's still going, look. Still got the shoulders. There's the bone rattler. He can hardly see it was coming. 59.07. Whether the lack of weight is an advantage or a disadvantage, we will wait and see, but they're very fast. It's absolutely motoring down the circuit, flies over the so far so good around the berm. Again, he's gone low look, and that seems to be where the team enjoyed it very through that berm, maybe as smooth as we've seen so far. Over the ramp for the second to go, over the finish line, no-handed, almost lost it. Let's have a look at the time. It's all about gaining speed and keeping speed and making sure somehow, kind of movement off a straight line, you're in trouble because you've got so much speed and momentum. That's good through there, very, very good through there. Towards the front when the wheel went. Really good through there. Whale tail in sight. Big bounce, but a really good landing that took the momentum off, took the sting off the landing, the back wheel just about hanging on. They won't need the spare today, that's for sure. A fight to the finish. Got to keep the speed up. Oh, they've lost the wheel, they've lost the wheel. Can they do it? There it is. You see a Soapbox lose a front wheel and pretty much stay on the same course it was on before. There's the wheel gone, and they got a long... They've hardly lost any speed, and they've managed to get to the finish. Kinds of different Soapbox designs today. We're back to the medium-size-ish pram wheels, and quite a few today are bellowing the smoke out behind. Here's the whale tail. Whale tail will test the wheels, and the wheels hold up, no problem there. Now they need to try and get the speed on. Keep the speed up, don't worry about the berm. That's an option for all of the pilots today. You could... Very easy through there. Maybe weren't quite fast enough to get the real air, the real takeoff and the real bounce. Here's the kicker. Last real challenge, 39 kilometers an hour. Not quite as fast as... And nice and measured over that. And a time of 125.3. Nice and solid, they loved it. So let's see what they bring to the party here in Paris today. 38 for the performance. Everything is okay so far. There's the smoke. Over the bridge. Everything's all right at the moment. It's got to get around this tricky part here, and then well, they're slowing down now. They managed to go quite slowly through there, which has maybe helped them a bit. Over the kicker, around the bend, really tight through there. Really able to get through the apex of that corner. And over the finish line in 49.10. Activity and the time, that puts that team in a really strong position on ice creams. So down go three nuts crew. That one wheel at the front, it's... And it's quite quick as well through that section. It's too quick through that section, and they couldn't get it to go left when they needed it to. Get it going back. Here he knows he's losing it, look, and he's grabbing on. Chin plants into the front of the soapbox. On they go, starting to loosen. He knows it, doesn't he? He's wrestling with that soapbox, trying to get it towards the jump. He's lost. Hold it, hold it. Got it. Can they make it? Yes, they can. Just about 49. They've got a fair experience of speed, but not a very good performance score, which gives them plenty to do on the last run of the day here in Los Angeles. Now, they're quite quick here at the top. Navigate from top to bottom. Keep it straight and keep it smooth. That gives you speed here in the soapboxes. And it also helps if you don't touch the brakes too much on the way down as well, but that takes a fair deal of bravery too. It's a nice wide entrance into that right-hander. Keeping it on the straight and narrow, moving down towards the kicker. Got to make sure you're lined up right for this one. Over the middle, down towards the finish line, and over it. Oh, flipping at the end, 101.05. There's an example of how smooth they were early, and there's that spectacular flip at the end of it all. The brave old soul that's got to get this one down to the bottom. Nice and quick at the top, nice and smooth as well. Here's the samurai gate. Bouncy through there. Now the seesaw. Could have gone a bit faster over there. Again, opting for the second of the two kickers. That's choice for the pilot. Here's the berm. That's a good line around the berm and over the line. This is going to be fast. One of the best. I think that's the example of what the line has to be through the berm. If you can get it right like that, you're okay. Looks like it could be quick, but we'll have to wait and see. A little bit of a twitch on those two front wheels early in the run. Over the first ramp, no problem there. Maybe it's very smooth so far. Around the berm. They didn't risk going high. We've seen one or two soapboxes have a problem up there. To low, and he's managed to maintain the speed. Over the ramp for the second time. This is looking really good. A few metres of what's been a fantastic run. Now we wait for the time. 43.53. An outstanding... Do it. You keep your fingers crossed for them. Alfredo at the front. Carlos at the back. Carlos. It's that back left as you look at it that's causing the problem. It's buckled already. There's the water. But they have proved the point that you can have those big bicycle wheels and you can get right to the finish. Moving down towards the whale tail. Hold on, Carlos. Hold on, Carlos. Here's the whale tail bow. Oh, went slowly through there. Slowing up all the time. Slowing. Let's have a look at the time. 1:46. Not sure that's going to be fast enough. Cannon than me, but there you go. So here we go then, Polo car, which is, well, the smoke at the top would indicate the chicken is now ready. Let's see what Polo car is like in terms of speed. Down this circuit. Here we go around the berm. Missing out, that's an idea. You don't have to take the berm, you know, you've not got to go up there. Very confidently driven. Oh, the kicker, no problem. Plenty of height, keeps his spuds in the pan. Down he goes, he's got the next chicane to come. Cruises through there. There's the ramp. It's all about the time. Has he celebrated too early? Let's see how fast he is. The clock will tell us all. Here we go. And it is 53.62. That's a good time and a good run for Polo car. Maybe they didn't get the memo, but we'll see. Lots of castles in Belgium. There might be one fewer at the end of this run. I have no idea how they're going to get through the chicane with that before they get to the Belgian cobbles. That's if they get that far. There's the bone shaker. Oh, no. That's what it used to look like when it got marooned on the bone shaker. Right, here's the cobbles. Oh, the turrets are starting to go. Oh, it's falling apart around him. Look at the smile on the fella's face at the back. He knew it was a stupid idea at the start. Let's build a castle and try and get that to the bottom. There's Big Air. There it is. Foamier by the minute. You can't see a lot through there. That's the view that the driver gets. They're in there somewhere, I promise you. There we go. It went in as a castle, and it came out as a piece of cardboard, and they've gone to the finish line. The last time I saw that, there were 4